Bethenny Frankel of the Real Housewives of New York pleaded with Teresa Giudice, a member of the same cast, to sign a prenup with her fiance Luis Ruelas. After dating for a little over a year, the happy pair got engaged in October, although the businessman has previously faced allegations of questionable behavior. This week, Teresa made the admission to Watch What Happens live host Andy Cohen during a guest appearance that she and her fiance do not intend to enter into a prenuptial agreement. After learning this, Bethenny, whose ugly court battle with her ex-husband Jason Hoppy lasted over 10 years, took to Twitter to criticize the Real Housewives of New Jersey star's choice. That RHONY star tagged Andy at the conclusion of her angry tweet, saying, "I may jump through my phone if at Teresa_Giudice doesn't sign a prenup," adding that he had expressed a similar sentiment on the show. Everything began when he outright questioned Teresa about Luis and prenuptial agreements on the broadcast. She caressed her hair and gave a hesitant glance before saying no. Then, Teresa grinned immediately and extended her hand to her fiance, who was watching from the audience. He returned the smile as the camera panned over to him. "You really ought to sign a prenup," Andy said to the couple. Luis appeared uneasy with the direction the talk was going, much like his fiancée did. He continued to chuckle awkwardly until his entire face got crimson, at which point he ducked his head for a moment to cover his face. I don't know," Teresa said in response to the host's laughter. Andy queried the engaged pair incredulously, "You haven't talked about it?" They both affirmed that they had not, and Teresa made a point of pointing out that her daughter Gia, the night's Watch What Happens live bartender, was standing behind her on stage and inquiring as to why her mother needed one. Why would she agree to a prenup? The serious-sounding 21-year-old asked Andy. Why wouldn't she sign a prenup? He swiftly responded. To safeguard what she has and for him to safeguard his possessions. Jay replied, I really didn't like it when my dad made her sign a prenup. Dad did, in fact. Before the wedding, I made her sign a prenup. Teresa rushed in to explain that she would sign one if Luis wanted to. Gia told Andy about her mother and father's prenuptial agreement, and Andy appeared surprised and taken away. It happened like a week before the wedding, and I wanted to call the wedding off, but my mom told me not to, the Real Housewives star said. Gia stepped forward to continue defending her mother, saying, I don't know, I think she's so high up that she's not going to want to take anything from him, and I don't think he would ever want to take from her. I understand, but please put it in writing, Andy continued. Teresa wanted to finish the conversation by stating that although her fiance clearly has more than her, she would never want to take anything from him because she is so not like that. Following Luis's alleged history of dubious behavior, Bethenny begged Teresa to acquire a prenuptial agreement. He allegedly demanded sex 4 times a day, according to Vanessa Reiser, his ex-fiancée, in a court filing acquired by Page 6. Following the breakdown of their relationship in 2020, Vanessa brought a lawsuit against Luis. He asked that I be available for sex whenever he wanted, she allegedly stated in the documents, according to the publication. Luis Ruelas threatened to discipline me if I resisted his demands. He would act rudely, distance himself from me, and put the blame on me. According to earlier information, Luis' ex accused him of controlling and abusive behavior in a different case that was filed in April 2020 but was later dismissed. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.